Hello everyone and welcome back to another video. So this morning we had the potential new rules coming from Space Marines. Now we have an official article from GW talking about command, because everything is changing when it comes to upgrade your units with points costs, everything like that. So let's jump in and let's just go through it all. So the article states, in today's preview of Codex Space Marines, we're looking at the new rules for upgrading your characters into masters of the chapter. If you like the idea of leading your Space Marines into the fray with your chapter supreme commander at the fore, or supporting your battle brothers with the most gifted psyker, you're in luck. Read on and find out. So what it goes into, the information, I'm going to put the little table in the background, which we'll go through in a second. Now, in the old days, what you used to do is you used to upgrade your characters via command points. That is all changing now. It is being upgraded via points or power. So the table in the back, if you have a captain and you want to upgrade him to a chapter master, that's going to cost you +2 power or +40 points. If you have a chaplain and you want to upgrade him to the master of sanctity, it's going to cost you +1 power, +25 points. A tech marine becoming a master of the forge, it's going to cost you +1 power or +20 points. A librarian to a chief librarian is going to cost you +1 power, +25 points. An apothecary to a chief apothecary is going to cost you +1 power and +15 points. An ancient to a chapter ancient is going to cost you +1 power, +20 points. And a company champion becomes a chapter champion, which is +1 power, +15 points. Now, personally, I love the change from command points to power. I always used to find myself like down on command points. I know that's changed a lot, how many command points you get. They have improved the whole command points and stuff like that for certain factions. Alas, custodians are really powerful now because they have a nice little consumption of command points when it comes to their game. But it always felt wrong, like using your command points to upgrade stuff. I've always thought that, you know, it makes sense for it to be points. You know, upgrading your character, it should be a points thing. So that is what they've changed it into now. And when it comes to certain things, we don't know what they will do. There is some rumors online now, for example, in today's video where we talked about some of the potential leaks, the chapter master no longer provides a role for everyone around him. In your command phase, you select one unit that will benefit from the chapter master's reroll everything, so it's not like everything gets a reroll and stuff like that. Again, I'm not too sure what's going to be happening with the rest of them. Master of the Forge, Chief Librarian, is that going to change in any type of way? But again, we'll be finding out probably this Saturday and definitely next Saturday when everyone receives their codex. But the information that we do have actually sounds really awesome. I do really like this. So what they're saying is that if you upgrade or your chaps, you get abilities. It actually says in the article you can form like a little awesome little command squad, because when you upgrade your characters to like a chapter master or the preview that we've got here, a chapter champion, it grants them abilities, and the chapter champion's abilities are the following. It's in the background now if you want to read along. So one is skillful parry. Each time a melee attack is made against this model, subtract 1 from the hit roll. Exquisite swordsman. Each time this model makes a melee attack against an enemy character unit, you can re-roll the wound roll. Chapter champion. This model has an attack characteristic of 5 and a leadership characteristic of 9. Now, someone coming from the Reclaimers of Dawn, let me just shill these guys for a second. My guys are all about melee and like chapter champions and stuff like that. So I love the idea that I can actually put that on the tabletop now and say, hey, look, there's my Reclaimers of Dawn, and, you know, he's actually, you know, my chapter champion, and he gets all these cool abilities and everything like that. I really do like what they're doing with it. And the next thing they actually say is that each master of the chapter also has access to a Warlord trait and relic that are exclusive to their rank. So the example they put up here is that if you're fielding like an army of dreadnoughts, Kirioth, where is he? I'm going to absolutely destroy him. He's Slanesh, he shall be purged from the galaxy. Let's bring it on. He says, never leave your home without a master of the forge. And you can see the little preview that we have here. Warden of the Ancient. This sounds disgusting. So it says, while a friendly chapter dreadnought is within 6 inches of this warlord, add 1 to its strength and its attack characteristics. Now, I've been saying for a pretty long time that the stonks in dreadnoughts are up because you're no longer at the -1 when you move your dreadnought. So it makes sense now if you just field an army of dreadnoughts and push them up the field, have this like warlord next to him, buffing him and stuff like that. He can also heal him, of course, since it's a tech marine. It just sounds absolutely devastating. But fear not, because the wall will not crumble. I will take any dreadnought army on, and they will burn before the sons of dawn. It does say, though, that there is a rule of one ring to rule them all. It may seem obvious, but it's worth a quick reminder that a chapter can only have one of each master of the chapter. Of course, you can't have, like, 9 different chapters stuff and like, yeah, we're all here and stuff like that, because this is how the chapter works, because that'd be broken. As such, only one character can be upgraded in this manner. Similar, if your army already includes a name character who is a master of the chapter, you cannot promote another. That's not to say that your army couldn't include a historical chapter master of the Ultramarines, for example, but certainly not at the same time as Manius Calgar. So you can't have Manius Calgar and you can't have another guy in there and saying like he has like the chapter master thing. If Manius Calgar's in your list, then he has to be the chapter master of your battle. It goes the same with like the chief librarian, Tigris and stuff like that. If they're in your list, they have to be the top dogs in your army, which again, it makes complete sense. All right, Chaprunios, that is all from me. This is all we have for the Space Marines so far. There is an article out for the Necrons. If you chats want me to cover the Necron stuff, I'll happily do it. Just tell me in the comment section, and yeah, I'll bang up a video and give my thoughts and feedback on it and stuff what I just, basically did for this article. I'm looking forward to tomorrow. I don't know what they're going to show off tomorrow. Is it going to be like points cost maybe, or stratagems for Space Marines, maybe new stratagems? No idea. I'm really hoping they show off the actual chapter traits and stuff, because I'm wondering if anything's changed, like the Imperial Fists or the Iron Hand. So if they can show off like the first founding chapters, which they haven't shown off yet, then I'll be very excited for that. Right, enough waffling for me. Thank you for coming. Thank you for watching. See you in a bit. Have a great day, and bye bye.